Hi and welcome to another narration presented by yours truly, Cryptids Roost. Please be so kind as to throat punch the like button and smack the ass of the subscription button as well. And remember to tap the notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. Oh, and don't forget to share the video far and wide. This will all help with YouTube's algorithm and will help promote the channel more. If you enjoy listening to the following story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line, or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not. Keeper of the Necronomicon, Part 6. This fantastic series is written by FREDDEGRAN, a wonderful author over on his own Reddit FREDDEGRAN subreddit. Emissary of Yog-Sothoth. We left the Templars to guard the church. The few of them that were left anyway. The team consisted of me, the Keeper of the Necronomicon, Jens, the Blood of Christ, Sanna, Jens' guardian angel wearing Sir Lancelot's armour after the death of him and Anna's sister, the now one-armed Sherlock, and Chameleon, a lizard man from the Illuminati, the secret society ruling the world and protecting humankind from eldritch horrors. Or that is what he would have us believe, at least. Lubna, telekinetic Arabian beauty, and my lover, and her son Abdi, who was able to transform into a fire demon, was with us, of course. Hyde was KIA, killed in action, and the Invisible Man was MIA, missing in action. God, I knew better than to trust a man who could not be seen, and Merlin had sent him in secret to spy on us. It was only because of my heightened sensibilities that I had even discovered him previously. Watch out, there may be an invisible man in there with you right now. He might be up to no good, I told Father Callahan, and the priest promised to keep a lookout. I get not all priests were child molesters, and Callahan seemed trustworthy. Rotting corpse approached me with its foul stenching body. It was riddled with flies surrounding it, and maggots crawling in the hole that had once been its eye. Oh shit! In all that had happened in the battle with Frankenstein's monster and the undead zombie dogs and the Hound of Baskerville, I guess I forgot to put the dead to rest. I did just so, with a few headshots from my machine gun, pulverising its undead brain. I quickly took out a few more with my new John Wick-like skills and emptied my magazine. The dead had been fighting with us against the hounds, but I guess the spell would not bind them to my will forever. I took the Necronomicon out and cut Jen's hand. Only the blood of Christ on this page made of human flesh and written in blood of the innocent would work to put the dead to rest in peace once and for all. The book's page grew a disgusting mouth full of razor-sharp teeth, suckling on every drop of Christ's descendants' blood. But it worked. The dead all walked back to their graves, finally at peace. Excellent work, the descendant of Sherlock Holmes told me. Now we must face my ancestors' worst enemy, Colin Moriarty, the mastermind of this attack. He is responsible for the death of Jekyll and Hyde and countless Templars. The Invisible Man might be working for him. Yes, it is time to end this. I can feel him, deep into the woods. We are heading in that direction anyway. Let's go there and finish this fight. After that, if any of us are still alive, we will meet with this genius working for the Order and travel to Atlantis. I agree, Jens, the Blood of Christ, told me, holding the Excalibur. My life is in your capable hands, Lubna told me, and kissed me on the mouth. The son looked a little embarrassed, but I could sense he was with me. Yes, human, you are the keeper of the Necronomicon. For ages my kind, the lizard people of the Illuminati, have been trying to keep it out of the hands of evil. You defeated Karim the demon in Afghanistan, and Nyarlathotep and the Brotherhood of Judas Iscariot. Now we must crush this Moriarty once and for all. Yes, let's not forget my sister Anna and Van Helsing, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. All of them lost their lives keeping this book safe, along with countless others whose names we don't even know. May they all rest in peace. I had a vision. Yog-Sothoth, the tentacled eldritch monstrosity covered in eyes, all-knowing and all-seeing. In Riley, its stone prison, the eldritch god Cthulhu lay dormant, dreaming, sleeping. He must not be awakened, or he will end the world and doom us all. I saw the ghost of my father. He had been working for the Order before me, and so had his father before him, keeping the Book of the Dead out of the hands of evil. One of your followers carries a secret, he told me before he disappeared into nothingness. I wonder who and what he spoke of, but this was not the time for dilly-dallying, and we must carry on with our mission. Into the deep woods we must go. Into the deep woods. We travelled together into the deep woods for a final confrontation with our worst enemy, Moriarty. We found him, burning a man with pointed ears, alive on a cross, crucified like Christ himself. He died, screaming in pain, the air filled with the smell from his rotting corpse. A woman was bound to a tree, naked, also with pointed ears and green eyes. She screamed in agony and her eyes filled with tears. I did not know this woman, but it was clear she was the lover of the burned man. Moriarty let out an evil laughter. So they come, Sherlock and his doomed fellowship of Christ, and they brought the Necronomicon with them, all according to plan. I was thinking of my dead guardian angel, Alex, and all the dead soldier friends from Afghanistan. I would not let this evil man so much as touch the Necronomicon. The members of his cult attacked us. They both turned into Mr. Hyde-like monsters, big and brutish with gorilla-like strength and yellow, evil-looking eyes. Jens swung the Excalibur in a horizontal motion and split one of them into two from eyes to crotch, and it fell dead into two pieces onto the ground. He aimed a strike at the neck of the next one, but his arm was decapitated, seemingly out of nowhere, by an invisible force. I knew it. It must be Wells, the invisible man. I could see Jens's blood spray from his wound onto the tits of the invisible attacker. So, this one was a girl. Interesting. Girl or boy matters not in war. I filled the invisible woman's entire body with bullet holes. Sana healed Jens's wound and the blood stopped spurting out of it. One-handed he grabbed the Excalibur, but it was a two-handed weapon. One of the followers threw a grenade in our direction, but Lubna let it fly back into the pack of them with her telekinesis. They exploded into blood and guts with arms and legs flying all over the place. I could see another one grab a dynamite stick, and I shot it and it exploded in his hand, killing him and everyone standing next to him, at least 5 of them. Sana threw an axe into the forehead of the second, Mr. Hyde, instantly killing him. Jens swung his magical sword, sending a powerful force at the mastermind, Colin Moriarty, cutting his right arm off. He screamed. He was hurt, and black goo started to rain out of his wound. His wound healed, and then he grew a tentacle out of it. Tentacles, again! Enough of this hentai shit, I said, and emptied an entire magazine into him. Black blood spurted from wounds all over his body. He fell backwards, screaming into the fire, and screamed even louder once he started burning. Abdi, transform, Lubna told her son, and he shifted into his demon form. He burnt at least 15 men. The lizard man and Sherlock were at the naked girl's side now. Sherlock had a knife in hand, trying to cut the ropes so he could free her. The lizard man was biting a man's entire face off. He was keeping Sherlock safe. Thank you. My name is Nynaeve, Queen of the Elves. My husband, Elfric, is the King of the Elves. and he was burned by that madman, Moriarty, the naked woman told Sherlock. Understandably, she was shocked by her current predicament, tears running from her eyes by the mere thought of her lost lover. My people are forever grateful for what you have done. If only you could find me some clothes, Nynaeve spoke. And then Moriarty rose from the flames, his body still burning. Now he was covered in eyes all over his burning body, on his arms and legs, neck, back, and on his stomach he had one big red eye looking straight at me and the Book of the Dead that I kept so dearly in my hand, holding it tighter than ever. Kill! With one word, the mastermind commanded death for his enemies, and he would get it. The tree woke up alive, grabbed Sherlock with its arms made of branches. He struggled to get loose, but to no avail. Jens swung his sword at the despicable abomination of a man, and in return Moriarty grew tentacles out of his open mouth. My fucking god, it was truly a disgusting sight to behold. The tentacles wrapped around Jens's only good arm, the arm that was holding the Excalibur sword. Sherlock took out his lighter and lit the evil tree's beard made from leaves on fire. The tree's beard caught fire and it let Sherlock go by releasing him from his grasp of the tree-like branch arms. One of the monsters who had been Moriarty's tentacles grabbed a spear and gutted Jens with it. It is the speed of destiny, the same one that pierced Christ on the cross, has now killed his last descendant. And Sherlock, do you smell that? The tree grows chestnuts. Your one weakness, your nut allergy. The world's smartest detective was killed by a simple nut allergy. The tentacled cyclopean monster began its mad laughter. It seemed he had outsmarted us all. Sherlock lay dying on the ground, having trouble breathing. Sana had taken her helmet off and was mourning Jens, standing beside his dead corpse with tears running down her insanely attractive emerald green eyes and her perfectly structured cheekbones. Don't forget, if you enjoyed that story, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile and drop them a line or even give them a glowing review. I'm sure they really would appreciate it. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. Don't forget to check out the merch store. The link will be in the description and also in the video thumbnail. And if you'd like an honourable mention, send in a snapshot of yourself with your purchase and I'll feature it in one of the videos. Have you written a creepypasta story you would like me to narrate? Have you had any cryptid sightings, paranormal or supernatural encounters, or even had a creepy or terrifying situation you would like to share? Well, I now have my very own subreddit community where you can submit your stories. The link for that is also in the thumbnail as well as below in the description. You can submit your stories there, or you can send them to cryptidsroost@gmail.com. If you wish to remain anonymous, that's fine with me. Now I also have a Facebook group, Twitter, Reddit and Discord. And if you'd like to support the channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost. And any and all donations would be gratefully received. Again, that will also be below. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not. Level of smart.